Crafty peeps, I am back. Finally, a lot going on this year. Haven't been filming. I really haven't had the energy to film, unfortunately, but I am back and raring to go. Alrighty, so we're going to be creating these little embellishments today to actually go into an album that I created last year with the two collections, but I never kind of finished. So much going on, as we all did and we all still do, unfortunately. So we'll be creating this album, both the same album. This one here I created with a primer. It's a photo pocket here, and this one's a primer as well, a photo pocket here, and that flips open. I'll do a full flip through once we've completed the album. Now, the reason for these embellishments, they're actually magnet embellishments, okay? So rather than us putting magnets in the album itself on these flip pages on the inside, we are going to have them so that they keep together like that, okay? And it gives you a cute little embellishment there, which I really love. I had this planner clip, and it had the magnets on it, and I thought, oh, I might make some for my mini albums. It saves me from putting what do you call it, the magnets on the inside of the pages. This way I could just take it off. As long as it doesn't hit my photo, it won't damage the photo or anything, but it'll still look cute on inside the album. So I'll do a flip through once we're done with the tutorial. So that's the main reason we're making these, is just to embellish and hold pages together more so, okay? So there's another one I created from the paper collection. So with this album, we will be using the Simple Stories Cottage Fields collection, and I love it. It's so cute. Now, excuse me, what I did use for this lot is these ticket dies. Now, these are from Elizabeth Craft Designs. I love their dies. They're primarily for planners, because I did get their planner covers as well, and I just love all their dies. I find that they're so versatile. I'll show you a few of them which I have got. And they are so versatile. Like, I know I can use them in mini albums, you know, so many. I love these smaller pockets. I don't have to, and I love the fact that for your planners as well, you've got the holes punched out. You just got to die cut it. This is for the bigger planner, the Planner Essentials. I love this. I've actually used my label maker for these as well, which is, which one have I got? The Brother P Touch. It's not a handheld one, it's an automatic one. You print it out on from your computer. You know, all these toppers and everything like that, I really love using these little flips. You would have seen in one of my journals, I've popped these in there. There's another little pocket thing here, and I love the fact that they've got the holes there, because what you can actually do is jazz up your album, your mini album, and put ribbons through there, feed ribbons through there, do cute little bows. Really cute. Like I said, I've got so many, and I love them all. There's a tab die one here as well. And if you don't want to use the holes in it, all you do is just slice it off. Real simple. So I do have quite a bit of my Elizabeth Craft dies, because I'm just like a total fan of it. And I haven't been buying of late because obviously not feeling in a crafty mood and such. So, and there's other ones in here that I've got which I didn't. There's that pocket that I use in a lot of my albums. I haven't had the Crafty Mojo, and I want to get use out of the dies that I already have, because, I mean, let's face it, they're not cheap here in Australia. So, you know, I better make use of the ones that I do have. Alrighty, so these two have derived from the dies that I just had there. This one here, which is like the flag, has got the banner. It's actually a banner. Now, this one was from a Kaisercraft die from many years ago. And I thought that would be cute, but I only used the smaller magnets in this one. Unfortunately, I can't get a hold of the smaller ones in basic grey. Excuse me. In basic grey. So I did use the larger dies in them. Okay, and this was from the Christmas one. If I can get it open. Be good. Opened it from the wrong end, but you get the gist of it. And then that'll clip on the page. And I love the bigger size because I think it'll hold it a lot better with a thicker magnet. If you're doing a smaller page, which wasn't so thick, that'll look cute. The smaller one would look cute on it. All right, so let's get started. This is just going to be, you can use chipboard on top, you can use flowers. I use die cuts and pop them up with some pop dots on there as well. So it's whatever way you choose to decorate it, because it'll be your mini album, or if you're giving it away for a gift as well, you know. Alrighty, so the ticket one has already got perforations, so you really don't need to score it or anything. This one here, you could probably just fold in half, but line up the edges and make sure they're both, you know, lined up pretty well, just to give it a bit of a crease line, because we're going to layer them one on top of the other, and we want to make sure that it can fold once we glue it down. Just make sure you got the directions going the right way on both sides. All right, so we've done that. The next thing we want to do, and I wish I could find my pick tool. I don't know what I've done with it. I had my We Are Memory Keepers, but I cannot find it anywhere, unfortunately. So we'll have to make do with what I've got at the moment. All right, so we'll do the big ticket one at the moment. So just pick the design that you want. Now, you don't need to decorate the front. You can just have it as the plain, which I'll do with this one, although I love the polka dots. I just love the plain design of it on the front there. So that's really cute. Let me see. That'll look cute. All right, so I'll have the polka dots on the inside. And we're just going to take our magnets out. Such a beautiful day here today. It was freezing this morning, I'll tell you. And I want to make sure I get that backing off as well. And I'll do that on both sides. So what I've done is put the two magnets together, which it just kind of makes it a lot easier to do it that way. And then I'm going to move it away from the edge because I want to be able to seal it on top with this one and not have a gaping hole there. And then all I'm going to do is turn it around and close this over like so. Now, when you're lifting that back up, you don't want to lift it up. You just want to slide it off and then lift up, because if you lift up, there's a good chance you'll rip your paper, or the paper will come off the backing of the magnet. So just slide it and then open it. This is the way that I've done it from the very beginning. So, but it's up to you. You can choose whichever way you want to. And then I'm just going to have the polka dots on the outside as well. So what you want to do is put your wet glue. I'm using the Art Glitter Glue, And this is the 4 ounce. Now, I think I did say what paper collection we're using. My head's all over the place. Oh, that's what I've got to do. I've got to do some tea staining paper. I love tea staining. It's so cold, though. It's hard to dry, and I just like to leave it out on the deck when it's nice and sunny because it helps it dry. Put it out there on a, you know, an old sheet and lay the papers down if it's not a windy day, you know what I mean? And then it dries pretty quick. I mean, I know a lot of people use the oven. You can use a hairdryer, heat tool, whatever. But I just like mine natural dried. Alrighty. And then that way I can fit more pieces on the deck. So you just got to hit the right day with it. Otherwise, if you hit a windy day, oh, forget it. You'll have papers everywhere. Okay. All right. So I've pretty much sealed that down. So I'm just going to leave it for a second. Sorry, I am bumping. And we will go with the next one. And these are so much fun to make. You can do these with tea stain papers, printables, you name it. But just make sure you've got a thicker piece of paper, though, because if it's too thin, your magnets are going to rip through it, unless you've got really thin magnets. Alrighty. So we lost our baby girl, Ophelia, our cat, I should say. She was my baby girl this year in January due to kidney disease. And we'd rescued her from a rescue shelter, and when we got her, we found out she had kidney disease. And I tell you what, I was so heartbroken, so heartbroken. Anyway, the rescue place that we got her from had said, look, you know, you can hand her back and everything, and I can't do that. I've got to see her through, you know, give her the best possible chance at life, which we did. The poor thing was so scared. We couldn't get her to come out for like 8 months. The poor thing, she was just traumatized by humans. And I'm utterly disgusted that people can treat animals in that way. It just makes me so mad, so mad. You know, I was raised not to hurt animals and what have you, you know, pets and stuff like that. It's just despicable. Some of these animals, dogs, cats and other animals that they've got in their care have really come from abusive places. It's absolutely disgusting. I can't even call them a human being, because you wouldn't be a human being doing what you've done to those poor animals. There were some really horrific ones that were really badly damaged and they had to be put down, and that really breaks my heart. Anyway, getting on with the story, she passed away, and my heart was broken, and hence why I haven't been on YouTube this year, because it's like, I didn't realise how much it would affect me. It's because more so me, it was having that long patience with her and nurturing her and caring for her for 8 months, and then finally getting to the point where she finally trusted us, where we can go up to her and pat her, and if she had more time, she would have been jumping around on our laps and everything, but unfortunately it wasn't the case. And that, I have to admit, that really hit me hard. I'm an emotional person, though. A lot of things get to me, and that was one of the things. And I did, you know, I was really heartbroken. Thankfully, I had the most fantastic vet ever. She saw Ophelia right through from the beginning to the end, and she was the one that actually diagnosed Ophelia with kidney disease. And she was just so amazing. I couldn't have asked for a better vet, and the girls that work there as well as, you know, behind the desk, or whether they're a vet nurse as well. Amazing jobs. They really cared and looked after her every time she had to go in for a visit, which was quite a lot throughout the end of it. So, like I said, totally heartbroken. And it's taken me months. I haven't gotten over her. I've got an urn, which a cat urn, and she's inside of it and everything. And I got a little charm for a Pandora bracelet, which I'm yet to get, with her paw print on it. So her paw print was actually etched into it, which I thought was just fantastic that they can do that. The crematorium was absolutely fantastic. They deal obviously with a lot of this, with a lot of pets and everything and loss and stuff like that. I just, to be quite honest, you know, I've lost pets in the past, but I think this time it just like really hit me hard. Well, in the meantime, not that I was looking, we adopted from the same place, because we've got another cat, Phoebe, as well, which we'd adopted, and we adopted a new lovely young lady. Her name is Pepper. She's all white, but unfortunately she is deaf. So can you see a pattern happening here? She is the most biggest ray of sunshine. She's 18 weeks, I believe, and she has just brought joy to our household. Phoebe's here. She's a great cat, don't get me wrong. We love her to bits, but I think Pepper was just a breath of fresh air. She just bounds and leaps everywhere, so we are so stoked to have her as an addition. Phoebe is a little bit older. She'll be probably about 5, 6 this year, I'd say. So she's pretty quiet, but they do get along. Thank goodness for that, I'm telling you. Anyway, there's that bit of story rundown that you probably didn't need to hear, but I did want to put it out there, you know what I mean? And we all suffer in different ways of how we deal with grief, and that was my way. You know, like I said, you pretty much shut yourself down, you know, and then with COVID still hanging around and doing all damage around the countries and everything, and yeah, it's just, you know, breaks my heart, it really does. We're in another lockdown. We've got the latest strain, which is more transmissible, from what I hear, and I don't want to label the country or anything, because I don't think it's fair to do that. It's B1 something, I think it is, but it's, you know, a strain that transmits faster. We've all seen it and heard about it, which is really sad, really sad. Yeah, so they decided as a precaution, because there were so many exposure sites, they thought it'd be a precaution to lock down our state for 7 days. And whilst the numbers are very low, and I'm so grateful that we're not at the numbers that a lot of countries are at, and my thoughts and prayers go out to families who are in the midst of all that, who have suffered from it. I do, you know, I have been praying a lot, and we are very lucky over here, but they would rather keep us safe until everybody is vaccinated. And unfortunately, businesses are suffering throughout the lockdowns. Our state has been locked down 4 times now. We've had, I think, 2 short, sharp lockdown. The last one we had was earlier on this year. That was a 5-day circuit breaker. They're saying this one will be a 7-day circuit breaker, but depends on how much this has spread throughout the community. The numbers have been low, which is fantastic. So that's always optimistic, good sign. But like I said, unfortunately, workers and businesses are suffering, because nobody's making any money and nobody's getting any pay, because obviously they're not doing the work. They haven't got work. So thoughts and prayers go to all Victorians. I hear you. I'm here. I'm with you. Alrighty, now let's get back to this tutorial, which I have taken up with my personal gossip. Okay. So, and I do love dogs, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I just tend to find that cats a little bit easier for me. Because I swear to God, every dog we had, they all bit me on the backside there. You know what I mean? I think it was just an initiation. Hey, welcome to my family sort of thing. But they're all good after that. I think one bite, done it. And, you know, that was it. Alrighty. So I'm just going to choose to keep that one plain because I think that'll go nicely in the album. What do you call it? I'll have a plain background. So I don't want to embellish it too much. This one here, you can also keep plain, but you can also on this side, because you won't see it on the other side here, you'll be able to put a ribbon, piece of ribbon through it, loop a piece of ribbon through it. Probably not this colour, but this is the one. Let me see if I've got a darker colour. Or is that black? Yeah, let me grab a piece of black ribbon. You can make a few of these. Well, like I said, we'll be doing the album tutorial and we'll add these into them as well. It might be a bit dark. Okay, let's see how this works out. Okay, so you can put a little bow on it, or you can die cut some bows as well, which would look really cute. So I'm just going to flag these off and, well, not, you know, angle them, sorry, flag them. Okay, so you can have that. You can put some little die cuts on there and pop them up on a pop dot. There's some flowers. You can pop a flower on there as well. Let me see if I've got a small enough. Didn't want to do too much pink on pink. Oh, there's a yellow one. It might be a bit big, but that's kind of cute. You can layer a yellow one on top like that. So I have done these ones here. I can open it up, that can slide through, which is really cute, and that's the back of it there with that the ribbon there. So let me just cut this off because it looks kind of funny. That's a bit high in there. Then we can get a good idea of what they're going to look like. I am totally making a mess of this video, guys. I'm all over the place. Alrighty, so we can have that along here. How cute are these? Oh my gosh, so cute. I might put something on there because that is just really annoying me being just like that. I don't like the black ribbon, so I will swap out the black ribbon on it, but I will make a few more just to give you an idea of what I am thinking. I'm not going to do all butterflies, guys. I might make some bows and put some bows on there, but just to give you an idea of what they look like on here as well. If we move these up, that up and move that up. I think I like the thicker ticket one. I don't know. See, all over the place. This video is going to be long. All right, you guys get the idea. I'll just pop these on here like so. All right, so they're the magnet closures that we're going to be doing, that you'll be creating for your books, for your albums. Thank you guys for getting through this video with me. We'll get through the tutorial. I swear we will. I promise. All right. Have Have a great, happy, scruffy week, and I will see you soon. Bye.